Hi, welcome to the video. This is a part taken from Twitch TV. Link can be found in the bio. Please enjoy. Welcome. As you can see, we are doing one of my favorite RPG games to have been created. Now, I'm a major D&D fan, but this is a close second to my heart. Just because it is that good. As the title stated, we will be doing a human noble rogue for no other reason than why not? It's simple. We will be going into Origins, not Awakened. When we go into Awakening, which we will, it'll be entertaining. And we're going to watch the beginning cinematic for no other reason than it's good.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
I don't feel like they make cinematics the same way anymore, really. Because this always gives me like a... It always makes me excited. It gives me a hint of it.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Always good. Always good. We're gonna go male since I'm going to go with my tag name. Might as well. Human, rogue, noble.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Greetings. Greetings.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Greetings. I cannot cast it. Greetings.
How do you do?
Greeting. I have lost the I should do something else.
Yeah, that should do. I like that, but we'll change the beard, I think. Maybe not. Ah, there we go. Tattoo color. Okay. We'll go with him. I like that, actually. No, well, it would be black ink. Might as well. Hairstyle. Color. Let's have it to be an Auburn. There. That fits well enough. Eye color. Let's see, can I find a good green? Yeah, gray was good enough, I guess. I like him. He'll work. Let's change the background color. Let's have it be a violet. There we go. Okay, let's begin. Now, we're going with a rogue. I'm going to want a little bit more strength just due to what our goals are. Cunning, 16, that, and then that. We don't really need magic at all. Willpower may be necessary in the future. Yeah, in the future, but not now. The reason for the strength is that determines how hard we hit. Dex is how often we hit and how quickly. Cunning, we're just going to find use for that as a rogue outrightly. And then Constitution is always nice. So first off, we're going Persuasion. Because we're the talking character. We need it. Lockpicking for sure. We're going to need at least 22. And then we have one more. We're going to go with dual wielding training. Because I'm going to be using both two weapons in this throughout. I'm gonna be gunning for 2 swords specifically. We're going on normal. It's been a long time. When I get more used to it, we are shifting to nightmare mode. I think that would be a fun time.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True.
That's so good.
But we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
How should this man's personality be? He's a rogue, and I want him to be the standard charming fellow, so he's gonna start polite, but he's gonna be a conniving person.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time. As you get older, those years make less difference. A lesson often hard won.
I doubt he'll be receptive, Hal. My fierce boy has his own mind these days, may God bless his heart.
As uniquely talented as his father, I'm sure.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle. Now, that's
do
what
my
I'd like
best.
to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away. Yes. There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Nice hit.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrion Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope. They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I rather like the idea.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Good.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Sure.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Fine, fine. Let's go talk to everyone, though.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not? That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
So I'm told.
Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
How?
Yes? Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about. In a manner of speaking, if I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault. We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out
Seems
of
a bit
Ferelden.
sketch.
Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand.
He
It will
seems
be good
rather
to ride
upset.
beside your father again. Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kalen isn't half that. I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
Oh, the boy did ask, your lordship, as per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion.
Yeah, fair.
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations. I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature. I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return. I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
He seems to feel bad about that. Interesting. I'm fine without talking to them. Honestly, I'm just gonna be told to screw off. Now let me act like any good RPG character and stick my nose into literally everything.
It has begun.
Coinage, nice. Now, let me see. What is that? Oh, okay. Why can't I wear that? Not strong enough. Okay. I had done Leliana's song on my own beforehand. And that is the piece of armor, set of armor you get over it. Very useful. Very nice.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
Anything useful in here? Yes.
As you say.
Elf root. That is always good to find. Okay, elf root. Used in basically everyday healing potions in this. Extraordinarily good find. You always want to gather some. Especially because health potions get expensive.
There you are.
Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Okay. He knows
I'm not
better.
willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your
He's
own
a good
Mabari
boy.
warhound, you know.
It's my dog.
Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Completely fair. We'll deal with that in a second. Can I open this door first?
I shall do it.
More nonsense.
It is begun.
Now, I will be honest, this is not a blind playthrough. I've done many of
As you
these
say.
before.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You
Damn.
and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down. Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Okay. Very polite lady.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Oh, he's got a little tail. Try and tell me something, boy.
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
We're gonna call him Caesar. Yeah, that's the right spelling. Okay.
Dispatch this quick.
Actually, why am I doing that? Everyone shares an XP in this.
Stay away.
There we go. Caesar, over here.
Good. Another down. Send me.
Giant rats?
Yeah, everyone
Like the
shares.
start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must
should have
chased
taken
him
his
in through their
armor.
holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all. Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is.
I should have
As soon as
taken
you've
your
got
equipment.
Mabari one in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Too late now. Lots of rats. Guess it's time for a barbecue.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
How mean of you. He's a good boy, look at him.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Okay, good. Do I have anything nice on me? 31 strength, longsword, main hand, dragon bone. Yeah, no, that's good. We're going to try to get our cunning and dexterity up first, then we'll go for strength.
Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes? Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining. Just keeping order. That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. And don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Oh, well... Sure, we'll say yes.
Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you, the dog that bit?
I remember it.
Then you can start. A warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son. The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he? When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale? True. Hahaku thought nothing of abusing the tribe and their dogs, but their complaints showed the chief he could not be trusted. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave.
It's a very true story.
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be
It's
off with you
also a
then.
warning. A good
Tell your
warning.
brother farewell before he rides off to war.
I like how the clothes to these people just move as if it's part of their skin. I get why they did it, but it's always interesting to see once you start to notice it. Anything useful? No. let's head over here. Some may say that I'm wasting time. My argument is it's very important to get your startup correct. And the more nonsense you have to either sell or craft with at the beginning, the better. Hi, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, leave a like and comment just to make the algorithm happy. And if you can, share it around to your friends. It'll help me grow my channel and my Twitch streams. If you do so, welcome to the Legion. Thank you, and have a good day.